This is the B-side, B-side, B-side. The marriage. This is the B-side, B-side, B-side. The marriage.
Hi, welcome to another episode of the B-Side of Marriage podcast. I am Rashonda, a licensed marriage and family therapist associate and host of the podcast, along with my co-host and husband,
Jason.
And here at the B-Side, we talk about everything related to marriage and relationships. The good, the bad, the real, the A, and the B-Side. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome, because we've been on a long hiatus. So it's like everybody's kind of like coming back for the first time. So we're glad you have found us. We're glad you're here. And please be sure, if you're watching on YouTube, do all the subscribe, follow, likes, all the things. And then on Instagram and all the other social media stuff, do the same thing. Because y'all know that they be changing it. I don't remember it, so...
As well, follow us on. You just did it.
Did I see?
I just thought you just did it. So okay.
Okay. Well, hey. So how does it feel to be back? You got a little different little setup here.
I don't know. It's good. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while. A lot of things have been changed. Yeah. So it's yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be a little rusty. But also, too, because it's our first episode of this season, it's going to be like catching up as well as kind of talking about what we want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Okay? So one of our first segments, or the first segment, is when we talk about, when we share an A or B side moment from our lives. And you get to go first.
All right, so it's kind of tough because we've been on a hiatus, so there's a lot that we can talk about. And I guess my A side is I'm back in school and I finished I finished another semester with a very great semester. So
okay,
that's my A side.
Yeah. So
what about you? Oh, and what B-side? B-side. I guess I'll say it like this. We are advocates of therapy. I don't want to talk about what I'm working on right now. So no, yeah, just that's this B-side. Just I know I got stuff I'm working on stuff, but I just don't want to work on it. But I am working on it. It's just it was a little difficult today, okay. So that's what I can say.
Okay, all right. My B-side is that I'm starting with my B-side, and it's just like going through like aging and how things are just not, they're just not the same. Mm-hmm. And so that whole process of then dealing with, 2 kids and, going through puberty at the same time, it's just like, it's a lot to be managing. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a B-side moment right now for me. And then A is the fact that I feel as though I'm getting in the flow of, having my own private practice and getting kind of a routine down as far as like all that is concerned. So, yep, that's my A-side.
Okay.
Okay, so I really want to talk about, sorry, y'all got something in my eye. I really want to talk about the reason why we took the hiatus and how, or is it any different now that we're back? Okay. So, life was extremely busy. Mm-hmm. When did we go on break?
October.
Was it?
I think it was October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it was October.
Things were really busy, but things weren't things were busy, but they were emotionally busy.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Listen, y'all, so much has happened. I truly forgot what was going on. So we dealt with some stuff, and then also too, the end of year tends to be tougher for us anyways, due to the holidays, due to the anniversaries of the loss of our parents, of close family members. So we decided that it would be best for us to go ahead and take a break. We just wasn't expecting we were not expecting to be gone this long, because we were really hoping that by taking some time off from doing the podcast, that we will be able to really be able to spend more time together and just kind of get our footing. And do you think we were able to do that during the break?
Some parts of it. I don't think it was like consistent, I think. But I think it was, we had like December into January. Like we pretty much most of December into January, I think we were, but I think it was kind of hit and miss in between there.
Yeah. I agree. We definitely were not consistent.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's why when we started the new year, we were like, oh, okay, we should be, we should start recording episodes.
Yeah.
And we both were like, no, because we still felt like we were still trying to get our footing. It was just a lot going on. And the reason why we bring all that up is because no matter what, so it's like, when is a good time to make sure that you're like staying connected with your partner, with your spouse? There's never going to be a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what we found out. Like, we're still today, we're just as busy as we were then. I feel like we're more emotionally kind of grounded now.
No.
Well, speaking for myself.
No, yeah.
'Cause I know I was going through it.
Yeah.
So with us being more emotionally grounded, but as far as our schedule, they're just as busy.
They are. No, they're just as busy.
Yeah.
But I think, and I'll say for my part, I'm not gonna say on your part.
Okay.
Like with me going back to school, I really needed to get my feet of how the process is. And I think now I've kind of got the groove in, so now I can better plan my schedule, even though it's still a little tough. But I think.
Okay. You can think that. Okay.
So.
Yeah, because okay. Well, the reason why I say it that way is because I still feel like I know we've had to really shift what it meant for us to spend time together and for us to stay connected. We had to shift what that meant, what that looks like, and really kind of get honest with ourselves of how we had become very accustomed to being more of like a team, like great teammates, but not necessarily like emotionally connected.
Yeah. Just trying, yeah, because us working as a team was like that wasn't.
That's like our superpower. I feel like.
Yeah, and now, but it was us being able to connect and us really being able to have those times where we can really just be vulnerable and talk, and then not just be, once every 3 weeks, things like that. So.
Yeah. So when we say connect and like spending time with each other, what does that mean to you?
There's a lot of different things that it means to me, mainly because for me, it's, our spa time. That's one for us connect that I always enjoy. Yeah, spa night, date night. Yeah, that even when we just go out. Like for me, going out just to go food shopping together. Those things we don't. that we're starting to do again, to go shopping, like stuff like that, and even just us sitting watching one of our TV shows, and even just the little time that we can talk when we're in the office together, like those little times where we can connect and talk. That's, to me, that's spending time as well as intimate time as well. So
yeah, for me, connection is about uninterrupted. Well, not necessarily uninterrupted, but focused time where I can truly talk about. Because for me, I'm all about the feelings. Like, this is making me feel a certain way, or this is I want to talk through what's going on, like what's on your mind, like what's stressing you out, what are you worried about, or stuff, because I can feel like when things are off. And so being able to have times to truly get clarity on those things makes me feel like more connected to you.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I think the ways you mentioned are ways that we've become more intentional in prioritizing those connection points, not necessarily just relying on our date night, because at one point the date nights were not as frequent because we were relying on it being our spa night.
Yeah.
And when weather made that...
And equipment.
Right. With equipment issues and weather, we would go several weeks without having a date night, and you can often use that as an excuse to not, to not really do anything or even set aside time, because it's like, oh, well, it's raining, so we'll just stay inside, and then we end up doing our own thing and not, talking or whatever. So
I guess for you then, what is, when, being that we was on hiatus, when do you feel everything started to turn, not say turn, but for us to really make that intentional? Do you feel when that was? Do you think that December going into January kind of like...
When do we shift? So what led us to the hiatus? So us being disconnected was not the reason that led us into the hiatus.
Correct.
I think what we were trying to do at the time, I don't want to speak for you, but what I wanted to do was that I was in shambles. I was, there's no better way to say it than shambles. And I just wanted us to focus on that.
Yeah.
Because like I mentioned before, I feel like teamwork is our superpower. So I want us to be able to focus on that instead of, like, really, in essence, pour back into our relationship instead of trying to put a little shot over here in our relationship, but still doing this and that and whatever in our relationship suffering because I didn't have a lot of like energy. I was not very focused. So the energy that I did, or the motivation I did have, I wanted to make sure that I was investing it into our relationship. So when we decided to take the break in October, I think it was also, it was good because we were coming into the holidays and we were like, okay, so what does this mean for the holidays?
Yeah.
It was bumpy because, we'll have to talk about that in a later episode. But I think I would say from our anniversary, which is early December, to Christmas, I felt like that's when things started to shift because also too, we were physically like just tired. We were drained. because you had a lot of stuff going on. We were doing a lot with our son and his
athletics.
Yeah, his sports.
Yeah.
And so we really like needed a break.
Yeah.
And because we host Christmas for the family, Christmas Eve and Christmas, we were very concerned about going into the new year feeling like
we didn't rest
at all.
Yeah.
At all. And so with you having that time off from work and then me having the time off from my job, I think it allowed us to really prioritize what was important. And we had a different conversation about how we want to come out of the holidays.
Yeah.
Which we've never really had before.
That's true. We never, you're right.
Because it's always like, hey, what are we doing for Christmas Eve? Like, what are we doing? Making sure we have all the plans out and we've gotten all the supplies and, make sure everything's good, gifts and all the things. Even in that was different.
Yeah.
So, and then we were intentional on how do we want to come out of Christmas? What do we want to do between Christmas and New Year's? And we were just like, we just had that different conversation.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like our priorities started to shift. And because they started to shift, we were having different conversations.
Yeah.
So that way we were making sure that, honestly, we prioritize our relationship. Over everything else.
No, we did, because we even told it. See, even with the kids knew the whole mother don't bother us, don't come in the room, like.
We didn't say that the whole time.
No, but we was getting out like that. We was getting out of bed.
We were sleeping in. We were
o'clock.
sleeping in. We were sleeping in, and we gave ourselves the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And we really, that's what I'm saying, we prioritized our relationship because even then we had got an invitation to hang out.
We declined,
and we were like, no, because we had already said we're giving us that day afterward to do nothing.
Yeah.
And to just hang out and whatever. And so, that's what started, because for our anniversary, I was sick.
Oh, snap, you right.
And that's what started it.
You right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because so that's really what kind of started us to shift our thinking.
Yeah.
And although, it sucked to be sick on my anniversary, but it was still cool.
Yeah, I forgot because we was in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
We both were sick.
That's what I thought. We both were.
Because we was Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
We was sick.
That's what I thought, but I was like, I couldn't remember. Yeah.
We were both sick. Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because that's what it was. Because we was like, it shouldn't have taken us being sick for us to reprioritize. Yeah. And so, and I think, and so that's why I was like, even though now, like I said, I feel like we're still busy. Well, I don't feel like, we definitely are still busy.
Yeah.
It's the way you approach it.
Okay.
It's the way you approach your schedule. It's a way you are, even when we take on things, we are making sure, like, is it worth sacrificing? Is it worth the sacrifice to do the other thing that was unplanned? If that makes sense. No,
it makes total sense. It's like, why? Like, if it wasn't planned for us to do it, why we got to say yes? Why? And like.
Yes.
Like,
well, that's the whole thing. Yeah. We realized that both of us struggle with, although we say we have no problem saying no.
Like, yeah, we'll help out. We'll come.
Right. If we feel like we can do it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And just because, and that's what because this is something that I used to tell you all the time, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
But we both do it.
But we both do it. We just do it in different ways.
Yeah.
And so so us understanding that was also like eye-opening.
Yeah.
Because we then approached we would bring situations to events, whatever, things, activities to each other and be like, okay, so this is what we're invited to do, or this is what I can do. Is this something I should do, or we should do?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, if we're saying yes to that, we're saying no to something else.
And most of the time we saying no is no to us.
We're saying no to our relationship. Yeah. To us time, to... Honestly, it's just to us feeding into our relationship.
Yeah.
That's really what, we realize that although we are very much marriage advocates for marriage and for healthy relationships, we were not prioritizing ours.
Yeah.
And so, and so that's what we've started to shift in 2025. And that's why I feel like, even though, like I said, even though our schedule is busy, because we are, and when I say intentional, I think I might overuse that word, but what I'm saying is that we don't allow a day to go by without a daily connection.
Correct.
Like, we connect every day because if this is my partner for life, this is like the most valued relationship outside of the one with God, of course. But if this is my most valued earthly relationship, I can't just pick you up and put you down when it's convenient for me. Meaning, I can't just say, oh, he's going to be there, I'm going to go do this, I can do that, I can do this, whatever, and leave you, and then be like, come back, but then expect us to be like, have a deeper connection.
Yeah.
Or feel, anyways, I don't know if I'm making sense. But I'm just saying, like, every day, there should be something.
Yeah.
Now, every day, do we have sit down, hour-long, conversations? No. Because like I said, we're busy.
Yeah.
But we do make sure we're checking in with each other.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, how are you? How are we?
Yeah.
I'm getting a vibe. Is that just a vibe, or is there something there? But it doesn't have to take a long time.
It doesn't. But it can't be superficial. That's the other thing too. And I say superficial, maybe that's not the right word. Surface level conversations, meaning
it can't just be.
Yeah, because it can't just be, I always think about at work when if you're going in the building, you see someone, hey, good morning, like that. It has to be more in depth. It has to be a little more than just, hey, good morning, because that's not really to me a connection point. That's more just acknowledging the person, not really connecting with the person.
Yes.
So.
And that's why I think it's more than just checking in with the person. It's more of checking into the relationship, like doing a heart check on the relationship. Yeah. That needs to happen every day.
So we, being that our kids are, getting older now, it's really like there's a lot of time where it's just me and you now.
It is.
So the kids just, we'll come downstairs, they sit in our spot, we walk over, oh, we got to get up? Yep. And then they get up and they go, and it's just me and you. Yeah. So again, that's the things that we've been doing since December, and just really, like for we're kicking the kids out.
Well, to that point though, like, I remember so we're both working from home, primarily from home. And so we realized, like, there are moments throughout the day that we can, that we were taking for granted, that we were not
utilizing.
Maximizing. And so, so that's how we're able to incorporate, touch points throughout the day. And I know one thing, it also helps, like, with disagreements, because one thing is, like, especially with our relationship with God, in order to know his voice, to really know that he's speaking to you and it's not your own thoughts, you know, because you're studying the word, you're spending time with him daily, or not even just daily, but like all throughout the day. And just like the more time you spend with God, the better you know him, the better your discernment is. It's just everything's better, right? So if you apply that same logic, that same rigor to your relationship, it's the same thing. So when Jay might say something a certain way, because we're connected, we're in a true relationship together, I won't take it personal. 'Cause I'm like, oh, well, that had a little edge to it. I know something must be up. So instead of me taking it personal and now we're fighting about whatever, it's me getting curious about what's going on with you. Yeah. And it's like, hey, well, that had a little bit of an edge to it. Is everything good? And it's now I've taken a potential issue or a disagreement. I've turned that from a disagreement to now a connecting moment. Yeah. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as checking in and and the only way you get to know that is by being in a routine of it.
I don't want to say a routine, because a lot of times when you think of routine, you're not being intentional, just because this is how I see it. Being in a routine, sometimes you're not being intentional about your action. Sometimes it can be you just checking things off the box. That's how. I'm not saying always. I'm just saying.
I can see that, so. And I would say, and I would challenge that, because when you're in a routine, you're making sure that you're doing it. It becomes second nature, because it's a part of what you do. Like the act of checking in, that might be routine, but what comes out of that check-in is going to change every time.
I get that. I get that part.
And for me, I would rather you do the small things consistently than to want to leave it up to chance and like, want to be spontaneous or what. Like sometimes it takes it being like more routine or more structured until you get it down. Yeah, kind of. I do this all the time with my clients, especially when we're talking about I statements. Yeah, they were like, I don't talk like that. I know, but we want to do something different. Yeah, what you've been doing hasn't been working, right? Yeah. So it's like, hey, it's gonna be awkward at first because you don't talk like this, and give it a try. Yeah. Be awkward until it becomes natural for you.
So be awkward.
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay to be awkward. Yeah, I got because also too, it breaks the tension. Yeah. So if you're in a disagreement and you're trying to use I statements, and so you're saying whatever you would normally say, then you'll be like, wait, I feel. It'll be like, oh, okay, because it's like, okay, yep, you're right. We're doing the same thing. We're doing our old routine. Yeah. Let's stop. So, anywho, that's a little note, but yeah, so.
Okay. So I guess, is there anything else you can think of us being in this busy season, things that we have changed, things that we're still, I guess, working on? Or?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is still whole connection, this check-in, like, that is still something that we're having to be intentional about because, of course, things are changing again. Yeah. And we're going into a different busy season. Yes. And so it's going to be different, but it's going to also, that's why it's like, it's great that we're both aware. That's why I just feel like it's different now because we're both aware. And so also it's not just, I don't feel like it's just on me to make sure that, are we doing the date nights? Are we doing are we doing the check-ins? Like, I don't feel like it's just on me because you will say, hey, well, we haven't, we haven't talked, we haven't whatever. Or, hey, instead of this week, for date night, let's do something different. Yeah. Like, it's not just on me coming up with the stuff or just, coming up with the plans, which I feel like is going to be very beneficial, especially now because we're starting to think outside the box of what of what our dates and our connecting points can look like and where they occur, and how we can, in essence, kill two birds with one stone. And with the weather getting nice again, hopefully with all the allergy stuff, pipe that down, will be better. But yeah, I just feel like since both of us are in it, and both of us are aware, and because we both are, we both have prioritized maintaining, well, not maintaining, well, yeah, at least maintaining our connection, if not getting stronger, through this next busy season.
And I've been a little forceful at times, though.
Yes.
We gonna do this. And you're like, I'm tired. No, we gonna do this.
Yeah. So that's why I just feel like it's different. I am also, because of the podcast, which is why we're back, is also another reason to hold us accountable. Because it's like we often give this advice, give this tip to our clients, and we also need to take our own medicine.
Correct.
So I'm feeling good, even though things are going to be just as busy, but we make time for what's important.
And we're making time for what's important with each of us.
Right. And that's and so we make time for what's important. So this is important to both of us. And so we don't want to be those empty nesters sitting having dinner, both have iPads, doing our own thing or whatever. So yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
So,
so marriage advance tip?
Oh, I was like, okay, you got one.
Well, I'm just going to reiterate some of the main thing that I already said.
Okay.
And it's about doing something consistently, doing the small things consistently. So doing the check-in consistently, that is what helps strengthen your connection, because it's because you're being intentional. You're deliberately making time to check in, not only on the person, but the relationship and how you are showing up within the relationship. So do it daily. And if you need some questions or you're not sure how to do it, shameless plug, but not so shameless, go to aimforhealingtherapy.com. I have a daily relationship guide there, as well as any of those conversation starter card sets. They're great too. If you like, I don't really know what to ask, I know him. There's no way that you know this person. This person's always, your partner, your spouse is always changing.
That is true.
Always changing. So there's no way that you know this person, you know everything about this person. So yeah, check those things out.
All right. Well, I forgot how we end this, but it's been that long. So,
by next week.
Oh, if this, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Share, subscribe.
Yes.
Leave some comments, please. I know we're back, and want to be able to engage with everybody. I guess, and then until next week, then.
Because remember, the real work begins at I do.